Hey traders, it's Chris Vermeulen from thetechnicaltraders.com with your trader tip of the week. And the opportunity I think we're seeing unfold here has been for a while, has been the commodity space. We're seeing all kinds of different commodities really take off and do very well. We're seeing lots of mining stocks also performing very well. We've seen base metal miners, precious metal miners are just starting to come to life, and we've seen the copper miners taking off. And typically we want to see the mining stocks rally, and then we typically see the underlying commodities take place. And this ETF, DBB, is the base metal commodity ETF. And you know what? It's already been in a very strong uptrend. We can see the market bias here went from a neutral bias to green, a strong uptrend. It's been a very big rally. But what's going on with Russia and Ukraine is going to add some extra, I think, upside potential for commodities for quite a while. We're going to see inflation, I think, continue to climb. No matter what the Fed does, inflation is still going to creep up because we're going to have a supply and demand issue still. And you look at Ukraine, they're like the fourth largest natural resource country in the world. They're huge for iron ore, titanium. They're also big into agricultural with sunflower oil, barley, you name it. They're in chicken eggs, corn, like the fourth largest exporter of corn. So there's a lot going on here at play. And if Ukraine comes to a grinding halt in terms of farming, we're going to see commodities, I think, really take off. DBB is base metals. There's DBA, which is the agriculture. I think a lot of commodities, the whole complex is going to go up in value and continue. And when we look at this ETF, you can see it's been in a strong uptrend going the opposite direction as the stock market. And when we look at it from a larger standpoint, we can look at the monthly view and we can zoom way out here, get an idea of where these charts are kind of pointing to. Now, this ETF doesn't go back any further than 2007, but going forward here, based on this rally and this tight pullback, we've got potential to go right back up to the highs that we saw back in 2007, 2008, which is around a 20% rally from this point. Obviously, it's already on a tear. It's been moving up for the last 3 months, and I think it's going to continue to move higher. Now, this 25 level is going to be the first area of resistance. It's a Fibonacci measured move. This is where we tend to see the markets pause and pull back for a bar or two before going higher. And it also happens to be a previous high right over here. So naturally, the Fibonacci levels tend to coincide with previous highs, previous lows, or high volume levels. So they're very powerful. If we do see it pause or pull back here, we almost always go up and hit that 100% measured move for what could be a double top or a slight pause before commodities continue to go even higher. So it's a pretty interesting market when we look at this opportunity and when we look at the overall stock market cycle. Now, the blue cycle here is the stock market cycle. And the stock market cycle typically leads the economy. It will start to rally first while the economy is still in a decline. Money can see opportunity before it happens, and that's why we see the stock market rally before the economy even rallies. The stock market also tops out before the economy tops out. So as the stock market starts to sell off, which is what it's doing right now, and most people are saying, well, why is the stock market going down? Businesses are booming, prices are up, everything is good. Well, the stock market can see pretty dark clouds over the horizon coming. And notice this, what happens? What are the top performing sectors during a topping phase in the US stock market? It's energy and precious metals. Energy has been on fire. Precious metals are just starting, and they're typically the last ones to make the run for it and become a leading sector before the stock market really breaks down, which will most likely pull precious metals with it at some point. But right now we're coming into that sweet phase. Commodities are doing well. And I think there's still more upside potential in that space. So that's an opportunity I think we should all be looking at, what's going on with Russia, Ukraine. It's going to add more to this commodity rally, this inflation, and it's going to be something definitely to take advantage of going forward. Anyways, I'm Chris Vermeulen from thetechnicaltraders.com. And if you want to get my morning analysis like this on the shorter term charts and all kinds of sectors and get my ETF trade alerts, visit thetechnicaltraders.com to get more. See you later. Bye-bye.